Morning, class. My name is Instructor I-II. I'm with the Holly Springs Fire Department. Today we will be doing a 20-minute presentation on 2-minute dressing drills and also the PPE. First things first is the breakdown of your PPE and learning your PPE. Within the breakdown, you have to know what you're putting on, why it's important to put it on, and you also have to check the overall integrity of your gear. So as firefighters, a lot of us, first thing first is we want to have a helmet. You have to know the breakdown and why it's the reason of your helmet. Now with your helmet, you have to understand, nothing is fireproof. Anything man-made can fail. It's fire resistant. With your helmet, you have a hard shell with a soft inside. Along the surface, you get little tricks of the trade, but you also have buckles and you have a head secure strap on the inside. The second most important of them all is the SCBA. Within the SCBA, this is how we as firefighters breathe on the inside of a burning structure or any kind of medical or hazmat scene. This shall be and should be every morning when you come on shift at 45. 45 is the max that it will hold. If you're on 40, you only have that extra 5 minutes. Would you want that extra 5 minutes if your life depended on it? Use that as a mentality. Your gloves. Gloves. Make sure your gloves as firefighters, new firefighters coming in, have to have the NFPA standard in here, 1971. And make sure the tag does not leave the glove. If you snatch the tag out the glove, it's a no-go with the gloves. You cannot use the gloves if there is no tag in the gloves. The money maker of them all is just the Nomex. Me, I like to invest in my career, so I have no problem paying for a Nomex as long as it protects me. The Nomex is one of the most important things because it's your frontline defense on protecting you from cancer and cancerous things. Make sure the Nomex also has to remain with the tag on the inside. If there's no tag in there, it's a no-go also. This is my Gore firearm. It's 99.9% effective, which I like to have max protection. So this is a good start for you new firefighters. Invest in your career. It's your life that depends on it. Now we go to the bread and butter. The bunkers. The bunkers, you have your boots and you have your pants. Now you know, as on homework, we have multiple layers. We have an outer shell, a thermal, and a moisture barrier layer. All three layers play a very, very essential role in keeping you safe as a firefighter and making sure you got max protection. It's always important to check your gear every morning for rips, abrasions, anything that can be deemed possible or put your life at stake. With the air cylinder, this is what we need to keep us and to regulate the air within us. Small, you have straps. Make sure the straps are tight and you got full suction to the face. Within the full section, as I was later described in the video, you will hold your hand and you want this to press against your face. definitely not least, you have your turnout coat, which is also triple layered with your 3 layers. It's also important to maintain the integrity of your jacket, because your jacket is one of the most important things that you can have, because this protects you, your arms, and your whole entire upper body from things that's going on within the fight. Back to where we left off, class. Here at the Holly Springs Fire Department, we like to use our personal protective equipment checkoff list. I encourage each one of y'all from your respective departments to invest in and look into one, because not only what the sheet does, it helps you keep a log of everything that's going on within your turnout gear. Can you zoom in on this, sir? So, first thing first, it says evaluation and fit of your coat or trouser plans, and make sure they don't elapse. Sir, may you try on your turnout gear for me, sir? So here we have my assistant and firefighter participant, Miles Moore of the Holly Springs Fire Department. Say hi, Miles. So Miles, I would like for you to try on your coat and your trousers. All right. No rush. So, class, this is not what you want to do for your shoulder straps. Because as firefighters, yes, we get in a rush at times, and sometimes it's against the matter. But if we can prevent it, we must prevent it. Would you rather go into a fire with your gear halfway on or halfway right and it's subject to fail? Or would you rather go in where you know you have max protection on your gear? Thank you, Miles. No problem. So, within just this setting alone, check. How does it feel? Good. Squat. So, what we're looking for, hold squat. We don't want this to come up too high, like mine on the flip stick. All right. Give me your check. All right. And it's a good thing that Miles did. He zipped it all the way to the top. Sometimes as firefighters, we become complacent and we know it all just because this covers it. This is a good barrier and protector, but we should not just think just because we have the overlap, we should just use that. All right, so I'm gonna push those. So you see how it doesn't overlap what comes up? Miles now is fully protected. From the shoulders down, he's fully protected from any kind of fire danger that we may suffice or come across in the fire service. Thank you, Miles. No problem. So we would check that off. We would check the soiling. Make sure it's not soiled in any places. You have oils, gas, anything of that nature. Yes, we have some stains and stuff that does not want to come out of your turnout gear. There's no problem with that. Bring it up to your chief and let your fire chief make your final decision on it. We use mild detergent, turnout gear detergent that we have here at the Holly Springs Fire Department. This gear was within 3 years of service, brand new. So we check the outside layers, check the zippers, we check the inside layers. You have 3 different layers, like I stated before. You have your moisture barrier, you have your thermal layer, and then you have your outer shell. Your outer shell genuinely protects from cuts and abrasions that you might come across or see within the fire service where you're searching the house, cutting the vehicle. The thermal layer radiates your heat from you within you're in the fire or within the cool. And your moisture barrier collects the sweat and keeps you cool within the fire so you don't feel the exact extremes of the fire. Because as we all know, as we learned as kids, fire is hot. We have 2 firefighter helmets here. The biggest thing with the fire helmets and fire service, we have to check the manufacturing date. The fire helmets are only good for 10 years. As I check this helmet is August of 2002. The year to date is 2021. This helmet is no longer in good and is out of service. This helmet here was manufactured in 2018, which only gives this helmet 3 years of service. It's had 7 years of life left on this helmet right here. Can I have one of my fellow participants to help me again? All right. So, we're gonna check the rate. So, within you coming on shift, always important to check your bottle. Yes, I may trust Miles to shift before me, but what if Miles used the bottle and forgot to refill it or didn't tell me? Now I'm going in within less than 15 pounds and I can't get my own self out the house. So it's always important to check your gear, and you will want it. You'll want your air cylinder on 45, which is completely full. You see, this air cylinder is not on 45, so it's not completely full. Yes, you can use it, and yes, you can get long-term use out of it, but it's always preferred that you use 45. Here at the Holly Springs Fire Department, this is a big no-no for us. That's why this one is used for examples only. So, going back to Miles. Before we are able to successfully don this air cylinder, we like to always put our Nomex on. Nomex protects the neck, chest, and your ears and head from fire, or the chemicals that come along with the carcinogens and everything that comes within the fire. So, then putting this on is always important to maintain your straps tight. Make sure you always check the integrity of your straps. It's good. Simple mistake a lot of firefighters do. So just because you do it, don't beat yourself down about it. All right, turn on. The SCBA cylinder, again, like I said, is what helps us breathe within the fire or within any scene that we need to be on air about. It's always good to have that. Remember, you have your adjustable straps and everything. So this is what we do not want within the fire service. You can see he still has grooves and eaves that are open where the carcinogens can get in and mess with his skin. As you see, he has skin still showing. So he's not fully protected at this state. All right, now. So this is what we're looking for, where he's fully sealed, fully covered, top to bottom around the face, where smoke will not go into his skin, but will only hold here. I'm waiting on the pass device alarm to kick in. So if mile goes down in the fire, that's why you must become familiar with it. If mile goes down, the pass device will make a sound. And it will go off here within every 15 seconds. So if you're not moving or you're at a standstill, it goes off. You have to be familiar with the way to get it to turn back off, or you must know where we're coming to get you at. All right. So Miles is now on air. Miles, can you do everything with it? Yeah. So you see, just because you're on air, it doesn't make you scared or you can't breathe, because some guys not being on air is a big challenging thing. Learn your things. You have a purge device here where if somewhere within your hose line messes up, Miles can skip breathe. You can skip breathe by using that. All right, check it out, Miles. Oh, Miles, you're wasting my air. Let's give my participant Miles a round of applause. Thank you, Miles. Thank you. Back again, what I was saying, genomics. You must always have the tag. If you have a tag, don't have the tag, or if one of your officers or someone gives you one without a tag, it's a no-go. The tag is what protects you and protects you from anything that can come about. Class, let's welcome Mr. Dylan Poole with the Holly Springs Fire Department. He's going to be our next participant within the 2-minute dressing drills. Miles Moore did a great job with the breakdown of the PPE, and we hope the same with Mr. Poole here with the 2-minute dressing drill. So, within the 2-minute dressing drill, it's also very essential to know where your gear is. As he has his gear scattered out right now, I would tell you why it's important to have everything within a close proximity and you're able to know where everything is at. So Mr. Poole, I would like you to start your 2-minute dressing drill in 3, 2, 1, now. put his hands up. You can get off her. Mr. Pool time is 1:41. Did he do the dressing drill within 2 minutes? Yes. Did he do it correctly within 2 minutes? No. Mr. Pool, sorry to say, but you did fail my 2 minute dressing drill. You not have your shield down for one within my routine inspection. This has skin showing here. The helmet is tight. I cannot dock him for the helmet, but he was not strapped and secured here. He was not strapped and secured, nor neither was his zipper correctly up. Mr. Poole did not secure his seatbelt fastener. To say if we had to drag him out, he would not be fully secured to the airplane. Mr. Poole did do the seatbelt fastener. He did check that. And Mr. Poole did not put his fingers all the way within his gloves. And he did not have his thumbs inside his gloves. So, Mr. Poole, I would like for you to dress down, and we will start the drill one more time, and hopefully we'll get it the correct way. So as we've seen in the last snippet of the video, Mr. Poole did successfully don his PPE within 2 minutes, but he did not successfully complete it safely within 2 minutes. With donning your PPE, it's very important that you're done within 2 minutes, and it's also important that you don your PPE before you get on the fire apparatus. We don't want to be standing up in the back of the fire apparatus trying to put on gear, trying to get dressed when the truck is moving. It's more of a hazard for us and for the driver because you will be deemed liable if the truck moves while we were still getting dressed. So, here we have Mr. Poole. He's put his gear a lot closer together, a lot easier to reach within. So, Mr. Poole, I want to give you 2 minutes again to successfully complete your turnout 2 minute dressing. 3, 2, 1, go. So, Mr. Poole put his hands up, and he successfully did it within 2 minutes. So, to preserve air, we let him get out the air. We always must stay call ready here at the Holly Springs Fire Department, even though we're using our gear. Preserve air just in case we do have to roll out on the call. First, we're gonna check his fingertips. His fingers are all the way up. Shield is down. He has his strap tight. Has his buckle. Everything that he missed on the first time, he has corrected so far on the second time. He has this snug and secure. So let's give Mr. Dylan Poole a round of applause. Thank you, Mr. Poole. Doing great help. So, guys, gals, ladies of the audience, gentlemen of the audience, listen review. We have discussed the importance of your gear, why each part of your gear is important. We've discussed the reason on why you should and shall don your PPE before getting on the apparatus. We showed you and we talked about why it's important to do it within 2 minutes. And we also showed you the do's and the don'ts of donning your PPE. Again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is LaRon Weeks with the Holly Springs Fire Department, and this is my 2-minute dressing drill presentation.